Hi, this is Kelly Lee McFrederick with Beach Natives Real Estate Group with Remax Metro, downtown St. Pete, and we have a special treat for you today. This is definitely one of my more popular restaurants called Munchies. I finally got the opportunity to sit down, slow down, and have a fabulous lunch today. I love it because then I got to meet with the owner, Larry, and I want to introduce Larry, who is the owner of Munchies, Larry Munchie. And we first off want to know, how long have you been in business?
We're on 62 years right now.
62 years. So who started all this?
My parents started it back in 1952.
Wow.
And it started as a little sundry store where they just sold ice cream and hot dogs. And basically it was like a 7-Eleven, before 7-Elevens were around. And we sold bread and all that type of stuff.
So who turned it into more of the restaurant? Who started that?
My father did in about 62 to 65. He realized that the shopping center down the street had went in, and convenience stores were starting to become popular, and also the food trade was starting to pick up on this into town, so that's why we sort of morphed into the restaurant.
He was an entrepreneur, wasn't he? He saw ahead, saw what was happening. And Chloe and I just had the most fabulous lunch. We had your homemade meatloaf with brown gravy, then I had the meatloaf with the Parmesan cheese, the marinara, and collard greens. So what's the most popular dishes that you're most famous for?
Well, since we've been on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, we do the breakfast is one of the most popular ones, and we do Texas hash, where several times a week I smoke chicken, and then we'll chop it up and we turn it into a hash with garlic and potatoes, peppers and onions.
Wow.
And it's served with eggs.
Oh, very good. What would you recommend for your favorite lunch?
Probably the Munchburger.
The Munchburger? And what is the Munchburger?
It's a ½ pound ground beef, and you get lettuce, tomato, onions, mustard, pickles, and ketchup on it. And it's on a 5-inch bun, grilled, cooked to your perfection, and some fried green tomatoes with that.
Tell us a little bit about this. You said you're on the Diners and Dives. Tell us a little bit more about that and how to find you, our address, you know where you are.
Yeah, we're at 3920 6th Street South in St. Pete. We're open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And the way they located us was they had called the area. And the St. Pete Times and Creative Loafing both recommended us.
Wow!
And then they brought in at five different times they brought in mystery diners.
Wow!
And then we passed that test, and
5 different times.
Yeah, just
that
to make sure we were legit.
Consistency, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good food. And Chloe, would you do a little bit of Pan? And because we want to hear, we have all these different awards over here on this area, and you can see the great. We just ate the counter today in the booth. But obviously he's got some pretty famous people and awards. And tell us a little bit about those awards while she's doing that.
Well, this happened to be the wall of all the fishing. A lot of these are myself when I used to do tournament, SK fishing.
Okay.
We used to travel over the southeast United States doing king fishing, and that's just from the past when we used to do that.
And I see your different awards from Northeast Journal, the DuPont Registry, Tampa Bay Times, Generations Home Cooking, been featured quite a bit.
We've been featured a lot in the local magazines and on the local news and that type thing. And then if you can see over my shoulder, there's the elementary pictures.
Oh, yeah.
And my mom put those up many years back when she was here and embarrassed the you-know-what out of me and my brother. But now they've become so fabulous that everybody comes in and they look for themselves in the picture. Now they're bringing in their grandkids, you know, and saying, this is what I looked like when I was in the 3rd grade or the 5th grade, something like that.
Well, Larry, thank you so very much. Appreciate your time. I know your restaurant, always support, and amazing growing up into this whole website and what you're doing with that group. Very successful. We're right near Coquina Key in the southern part of St. Petersburg. 6th Street, obviously 4th leads into 6th, very easy to find. Just keep coming down 4th and you'll run into Munchies. Just past Coquina Key Park.
Perfect directions.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Hope to see you guys soon.
Absolutely.
Peace out.